best things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the ball first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays.
Turning it on! What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They'll try to get it through the air. Behind his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Commodores didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Skips away from pressure. And he makes the grab, but they're signaling not a catch. He's out of bounds.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion.
Touchdown, Commodores! And they have the first points of the game.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns.
There he goes.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game. They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
The give from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Grab behind the line. It's Fuller. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't make the connection.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. After the filthy move, he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Complete on the comeback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On the way, and you 59-yard field goal.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He fires a bullet to the right. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Turns it on at midfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That one comes out hot down the right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Motion from the wideout. Finding an escape route. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Fuller. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Woodhead. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
1st down, Commodores.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
1st down, Commodores.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And they'll take over.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. If it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Gets the back moving. Snap from the gun on third down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He's got it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Brings up 4th.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And your Vanderbilt Commodores will take over.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hatchett. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Commodores have their offense in high gear.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Coates. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coates. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And Ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll run the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Vandy. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith.
Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Fuller. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside of you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
The give to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going right to work up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Fuller. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 20, he's got space.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And in the final seconds, guys, they find a way to get it tied.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on 1st down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Tide! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these 2 teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays.